Hello everyone. Uh, Please enjoy Yorva crafting hard leather. All 59 of them. Don't ask me. Just enjoy it. The sounds of crafting. Let's see here. Ba, ba, ba. Hell yeah, level up. Are we done now? Alright, welcome to stream where I do nothing but crafting. I'm just kidding. We're not crafting anymore. I had all of these, like, animal skins. What do they call it? It was animal hide. I'm like, I'll just, craft them up. While I was, setting up. So you get, like, a special, crafting treat? I don't know. Let's see here. Before I really start... Oh my gosh. My inventory is just so full. I'm on another server, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I am. I have the Wanderer tag. Oh gosh. I have all out of inventory space, like, everywhere. This is a problem. Well... Tamamizu is where we were. We were at Tamamizu. Well, hello, welcome to the stream. I started at 6:30. There was no important reason other than the fact that dinner just took an extra 20 minutes to cook. I don't know. I just wanted to enjoy dinner, so I was like, you know what? Stream will just happen when I'm done eating. I love that. So, let's see, last time... Yeah, I remember. Okay, so we're heading towards, important things. Our whole goal has... It's got a little convoluted... Oh, panty shot right over here. Oh, dear. So... No one's supposed to know that we're here. The Scions aren't supposed to be here. We want the element of surprise. But then we get to Isari over here, and causing a big problem. And I guess it makes sense, what Gosetsu was thinking. He's like, I'll create a diversion by waving my arms around and saying, look, it's me, a resistance leader. And of course she's gonna take that bait. And that's gonna distract all of the Imperials around, so we at least have less Imperials to deal with. I don't know if all of them are gone. Then we need to get the pirates over here, and the pirates are like, we're not doing it because we'll all get killed. Okay, probably true. And they're having problems with these guys over here, which are the red turtle guys, what do they call themselves? Shoot. So we go over to the blue Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna call them Ninja Turtles. We went over to the blue Ninja Turtles and we're like, what can we do to make the red Ninja Turtles, like, stop? And they're like, you know what? You need to pick up this specific jewel, come back to us. We'll do a ritual where you can just breathe underwater. That's why none of us are drowning right here. And then our next plan is to just walk into here and piss them off. Mostly, we're going into this area right here. And we're gonna leave an offering to the gods because we are nice and polite. But it's also just going to cause a lot of problems, I guess. And that's going to distract these guys so that the pirates get up off their ass to go over here. And then we can finally go over here. It feels so... It feels like Chutes and Ladders, almost. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get into the Isle? First of all, Warrior of Light, Lise, and Alize are absolutely the worst team for this because you have 0 brain cell, 0 brain cell, half of a brain cell. She shares it with her brother. Alize has all of the brain cells of this group, but she actively chooses not to use them because she's a Zillennial or something. So she's going to probably suggest we just fight people until they stop. How about the 2 of us get the guards' attention while the 3rd heads straight for the vault, and I'm guessing I'm the one for the vault. Afterwards, the other 2 join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me, I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. Like I said, we're the 0 brain cell people. You read my mind. I also have a mind to ask Yorva to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. She does have a samurai sword. That just gives her some authority, you know? Then it's settled. You 2 will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Oh boy. See, this is like... Warrior of Light's like, man, why have I not gone on a solo adventure with Alize up until now? Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via leak pearl. I thought I was the one who's going into the vault. Aren't I the one who fights? Right. Come on, Yorva. We've got work to do. We've got work beating people up, taking their money, or just straight up murdering them. In fact, I believe our only course of action ever is we're gonna go in there and we're gonna start murdering people until they stop. Oh yeah, I forgot that this place has, like, intense music. Like, appropriate for this time, because it is, it's a tense mission. Then you come back here, and it's just always like this. It's like, bitch, do you guys always live with this tension? It's pretty cool here. I think that it was Kojin, right? The Kojin. That's who they are. Red Hyoe. Just both red Hyoes. I don't know how to translate Hyoe. Only that one really saw me. Oh wait, the other one got up, never mind. Oh, I attacked the one, that was... whatever. They both have to die. You must die. Stealing other people's jokes over here. Oh shit. I hope they don't kill me too hard. I was actually playing last night on Zuyaya, and I still need to. I have a bad secret. I never fully leveled up Samurai all the way to level 100, because it is not a class I play. And I'm at level 99 now, so close enough. But I was seeing what some of the movesets ahead of this are gonna look like. You know, these guys are straight up trying to kill me. I wonder why. Is it because I invaded their homeland? It's like, Daddy, chill. Alright, our Red Ninja Turtle people are surely aware that we are here now. Avoiding that guy. I like they call themselves the Red, and they're full of red lanterns, red coral, red decorations. They really committed to the red bit. Now my question is, did they find this cool red coral place and are like, okay, we're gonna make red a thing? Or were they already calling themselves the Red, and then they're like, oh cool, let's take this red aisle for ourselves, no one else can be here. It was made for us. Oh, I was hoping that would kill him. It's a good thing I dodged out of that, because I was like, I could greed, but I had a feeling I wasn't gonna make it. When I play a character for, or I guess a class, I should say, for a long time, like with Black Mage, I know if I'm going to kill something on time or if I'm not. You just get a sense for it. Kind of feels like muscle memory a little bit. But, like, in an expansion I haven't played in 10 years with a class that I didn't play overly much. Like, I did the typical player experience where I picked up Samurai, leveled it all the way up, and then did jack shit with it, so... Alright. I was walking around without my mount just to kind of take in the scenery a little bit. But... do you gotta stand right in front of him, Lise? Okay, I think I could talk to her. Yeah, he's not gonna aggro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Alize is alright too. Isn't it funny how we always get a phone call right when somebody says somebody's name? Yorva! Lise. I like how she's like, Yorva! What's up, girl? Yorva, Lise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry! Before the stingrays and red Bukon find you. Okay. No passage in through there, so we're gonna have to go, like, what, upwards a bit? Around? We're gonna have to make a U. Oh, look at the U. Oh, there's an ether current over there. I wonder if I could grab it. I never have a good sense of, where something is going to get tethered to me. Or I should say aggro to me. But you know. Yeah, there's just no getting around this. I'm just gonna see what follows me all the way here. probably you can't be, yeah. Can't be untethered. I don't know what she's saying. Come on, you red bastards! Is that the best you can do? Lise, you don't have to be that antagonistic. There you are! The entrance is straight ahead. I don't know, I couldn't tell from this door-looking thing. Good timing, I might add. Sounds like a whole garrison is headed straight for us. So we made our way to...
Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures! You will pay for this sacrilege!
That sounds like Gosetsu's voice actor.
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
Lisa's also a murder hobo, so...
What in the world?
Oh, there's our offering. Just shot out of my chest, I guess.
Who hath made us whole?
I guess that'd be me.
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin.
So you could just say it straight up like I made you whole, and then the other one is if I made you whole, it was an accident, sorry. I think I'm gonna say the second one, like Yorva's like, hey, I was carrying a little trinket. I don't know what I did, but you know, my bad.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault?
I mean, I'm cool like that, you know, just chill. I mean, it belonged here, didn't it?
How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen, and for their loyalty we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills, just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos. We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
No.
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave him to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
So, yeah, we brought the trinket here, and, now we summoned a primal. Oops. This is technically the only time, Warrior of Light, unwillingly, didn't mean to, but, Warrior of Light summons this primal, technically. Our trinket was powered with our hopes and prayers. I'm not sure, but I think it was described that we powered up the juju in that, and then yeah, that was not part of the plan. A Kojin primal was definitely not part of the plan. Alize, I'm sorry. What plan did we come up with? Was it just get inside here and YOLO? Though I am sure there is a perfectly logical explanation involving the ether stored in the treasures and the religious fever with which the Kojin guard them, or something. A pity Alfino isn't here to provide it. I know, it's a lot of brain think. Let's not think too hard on it. And just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear, if Soroban and his people knew this might happen... No, somehow I doubt that. They also don't do big think. Even the Reds seem surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of capricious fortune, does it? Then the same goes for him. We have to defeat that primal. Yeah, I mean, like... That's just your standard sword. I don't know. I'll take it. She's like, do you want this sword? Oh gosh. I also forgot I don't have a lot of inventory space. I don't think anything I'm going to be collecting anytime soon is gonna pop up. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish I could claim to have a brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Lise stops at that moment. It's like, when do we not have a desperate plan together? Lise, you and I will do our best to draw the Kojin away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase. All across the... I don't know why I said dodo like that. My mouth is trying to get around Japanese spelling. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Yorva, I truly am. But neither of us can approach Zano, much less hope to defeat him. We do not have the echo. Which means you're on your own. Except when I call all my friends on my link pearl. Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point putting this off. So that's them making a meta joke. 'Cause of course we're going in here with other friends. Alright, first, can I approach this, like, real fast before that ray comes up behind me? Oh, the ray untethered. Sweet. You know, a little bit jarring that we were in here, we ran out, and now we're just going right back in. But, you know, we needed to have that little conversation with Alize. So, welcome to the part of solo mode where it's not solo, because we cannot do this solo. Even though Alize is like, you're gonna have to do this on your own. Joke's on her. We're not doing this on our own. We could try, but it would horribly fail. This is also why I wanted to hurry up after I got on, because I knew I would have to be waiting in line. I don't think this will take terribly long. I can't jump up there. Oh. This little fishnet thing here. Don't know what they would put in it. Maybe just stuff. These lanterns are pretty cool. Let's see what I can think about for Susano. Susano, is part of traditional Japanese mythology. The first time I actually ever heard of Susano was actually in the game Okami, and, I believe in the original myth, and it's been a while. This was like 2012 probably when I was looking up lore, because Okami really got me into like, oh, what's all this Japanese, you know, mythology tales, that sort of thing, gods, goddesses. And I believe Susano and Amaterasu they're siblings. And I think they have a third sibling. I can't quite remember. In Final Fantasy XIV, I can't think of many games where Susano makes an appearance. I'm not sure he's a summon. Oh yeah, he like only appears in Final Fantasy Legend. I've never played it. Final Fantasy Dimensions and Brave Exodus. Oh yes, I remember now because the Wikipedia is going into it. Susano is the brother of Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi, which are like, they're massive Shinto gods. Like if you're gonna learn Shinto 101, those are gonna be the three that are gonna be talking about, like. But, so even in Japanese mythology, Susano is the god of storms and the sea. So a lot of water things going on. Makes sense for where we are right now. And, as we learned at the very tail end of Heavensward, when our little kobold friend, little kid, when Titan was summoned, Titan was ultimately summoned at the behest of our tiny little kobold friend. It kind of seems like primal summoning is the culmination of a lot of things, like a lot of etheric convergence, prayer, that sort of thing. Now, in this game, I always took it as it's prayer, because prayer and faith usually come from deep-seated, heartfelt beliefs and wishes and wants. But it's not actually prayer that summons these primals. It's just very potent. Watching somebody struggle bust all the enemies around here too. And so what a primal needs more than anything is just somebody's imagination, truly. And if you are, you know, praying very, very hard, of course you're using your noggin pretty hard. You have a very focused want that you know that you're praying for. I like that this person is in a cutscene and their chocobo is just dutifully oh no, I hope they make it. What's gonna happen to this person in the cutscene? I gotta help them. Cause if that chocobo dies, this guy's gonna go straight to that player and go attack him, and then they're gonna be thrown out of their cutscene. There we go. Just friendly neighborhood samurai. Okay, so back to primals. So, our little kobold friend, when they were the final stack of hay, what is it, the final piece of the puzzle, and Titan was summoned. But then we saw that Titan kind of took on a very childish personality. Titan was saying some very similar things our kobold friend was saying, which was a lot of grief over his dead parents. But that gave us our biggest hint that primals, when they are summoned, take on personality traits or whatever a person is going through at the time of the summoning. So with our kobold child friend, he was overcome with grief, therefore Titan was overcome with grief, and as he's attacking us, he's just full of grief-ridden sentences and just shouting no, you know. So in this instance, when Susano was summoned, it came from Warrior of Light, and I think even Warrior of Light doesn't know. Oh, I like to believe they're like, so what were you feeling when you summoned this god? Warrior of Light, and Warrior of Light's like, I don't know, I was feeling a little bit hungry, I guess. But this Susano is probably one of the first snapshots we can kind of see into the Warrior of Light's brain. Like, just default Warrior of Light, because truthfully, they don't try to touch too hardcore on Warrior of Light, because you can roleplay Warrior of Light any way you want. But at the end of the day, there's still like a strict path, and I always laugh at the dialogue options you get, because it's literally it's the same answer. There's no branching paths. Typically when I played Zuyaya in the past, I always chose the one that was just ... You just say nothing. It came from a joke, because especially in a Realm Reborn, like extremely Realm Reborn and a little bit into Heavensward, it starts to change in this game a little bit. But especially in those earlier days, hello, welcome. We're just waiting in line to kick Susano's ass. But as I'm explaining, Susano was technically summoned by Warrior of Light. And we know, based off of our Titan experience, that primals that are summoned by the last person that finally put forth a lot of juju into it, take on personality traits of the person that summoned them. So, like, even, well, Yazael's Shiva was definitely her, because she even invited Shiva to take over her own body. So Shiva, everything about Shiva, that entire primal, was fully of Yazael's own invention. She was able to get her followers to pray for her, provide her ether, provide her crystals, but at the end of the day, she's the final person who finally put the last bit of energy into it. So the primal takes on her, you know, personality traits and other belief systems that she has. Well, this is a primal where for the first time, Warrior of Light accidentally oopsied. You know, remember that big shiny stone we picked up in the last episode? Well, we carry it around, I guess, in our breast pocket, because it just came out of my chest and shot up into the air. And Susano, we got a little bit of his dialogue right before the fight, but he's literally just laughing, a little bit insane, and just wants to fight. Like, kind of in a fun way. He has no plans for world domination, he doesn't care about that. And he actually, like, approves, because he's like, wait, you, yeah, we do gotta stop licking stones we find on the ground, honestly. But, so we brought this stone back to him. He's like, you went to your enemy's own lair to return a stone that is theirs? And it's like, yeah. Yeah, I did. And Susano's like, that's super cool. I'm gonna reward you with a fight. And you're like, okay, cool. But anyways, I want to say that this primal fight is actually fueled by Warrior of Light's thoughts, feelings, whatever. So it's like, no matter what kind of Warrior of Light you play as, Susano should give you, all Warrior of Lights are a little bit insane, want to beat people up, have no intentions of world domination like other primals do. Just does not give a shit other than I want to fight and be merry and have revelry. Susano technically is the god of revelry in this game, but he is the god of storm and sea in traditional mythology, which we will see that he does have a lot of stormy powers. I mean, we're out here in the middle of the ocean, right? So makes sense. But yeah, this is actually a talking point for a very long time, because they were like, is Susano Warrior of Light's primal? And it's like, technically yes. Technically Susano is worshipped and revered by the Kojin, though they revere many kami. Susano just is one of them. But it was Warrior of Light who put the final puzzle piece into the primal summoning. And oopsie, I don't know, like, Warrior of Light just felt very, very hungry today, went in there, returned the stone, and then summoned a primal, because they wanted a snack or something like that. In the meanwhile, Lise and Alize are gonna keep some of the Kojin, you know, occupied over there by just punching them in the face, I guess. While we go fight this guy. Because, unfortunately, we still have the problem of if they go up against one of these primals, they'll just get tempered and die, so that's kind of a big giant bummer. But I want to say that this is still all a roundabout way to get these pirates to get up off of their fucking asses and actually be pirates. These guys just sit on their butts going, we're pirates, and we're like, well, you weren't acting like a pirate when, you know, Garlemald came in, and they're like, well, shut up. And we found out in the last episode that the pirates over here are like, we don't want to die, and I'm like, you guys are weak. Your bloodline is weak. I'm gonna go take care of these red Kojin for you, and when you see that the turtles are not going to bother you anymore, are you gonna feel a little bit emboldened to be like, ooh, let's go pillage some Garleans. I'm mostly pissed off because it's like, if this were Limsa Lominsa, and you went up to some pirate guys, like Carvalane, which I had a discussion with Riss, I was like, once again, just like Artuaro, my brain just reads people's name, and sometimes the I jumps around. I realize Carvalane's name is Carvalane, not Carvalian, because my brain seriously considered the I to be in a different place. But, hey, I saw Carvalane yesterday. I did the, summer event on Zuyaya. Honestly, I should think if I want... I think I have until the end of the night to do summer event with Yorva. They're literally just giving out, like, a little Moogle floaty device. But, Carvalane and his little, girlfriend, not girlfriend, Roswin. Like, I don't think... The hilarious thing is, I think none of the Japanese pirates have read One Piece, but the Spanish, English, Inquisition pirates over here on this continent, they have. I was like, what is this quest? Oh god. If you ever want to know, King of the Hole is the quest where you open up Hullbreaker Island, which is a dungeon. I probably picked that up ages ago, and I was like, I don't want to do Hullbreaker Islands, and I've left that quest open for ages. Yeah, I think the true irony is that I think none of the Japanese pirates have read One Piece. Meanwhile, the European pirates have probably watched every single episode and has read all 1,000 chapters of One Piece. Because they fucking love being pirates over there. They love being pirates so much that Merowib had to nerf them. Also, excuse me, I'm also, drinking boba tea. You might hear me chew on some tapioca balls. Looks like we got a tank. It's still no healers, though. Yeah, this is why I also didn't want to get to this part at the end of last stream, because I was like, oh boy, we'll be waiting all night. This at least gives me some talking points for this area. I wish I had the ability of flight, but again, I probably won't even have that available while I wait here. I guess I could teleport somewhere else. I'm kind of hiding in this corner to not get attacked. But, that looks like pulling double booty. Oh my gosh, these quests. So, fun fact, Koji Fox did a lot of the English translations for quest lines and fates and stuff like that. Most of the translation teams, they make quest lines that, again, pulling double booty. We noticed a big lack of it when Shadowbringers came out. People were like, where are the puns? Where's the horrible jokes? Like, it's extremely big dad jokes. I think Quake Me Up Before You Ogamoro was, like, the worst quest I ever had to read in my life. A Realm Reborn was full of it. It was like, in for a Garuda awakening, and you're just like, God, why are these quests called this? And even into Stormblood, we'll see that. But then, somewhere around Shadowbringers, it kind of switched, and we were like, what happened? Unbeknownst to us, they were working on Final Fantasy XVI at the time, and that's where most of the people were. Anyways, I'm not reading out this guy. Because he's just a side quest girly. I don't care that he's a guy, he's a side quest girly. He wants us to find the chief? Okay, cool. I figured if I gotta wait around, I might as well just pick up one of these quests. Just to do something while I'm talking. But yeah, I wonder, what's this fate called? I mean, there's Ranging Bull. What else is? There Be Dragonflies. Uncivil Serpents. Soak Up the Sun, which is probably... Oh yeah, there's a lot of lyrics. Like, I'm going to soak up the sun, you know, that song. Clean Bill of Health. The F-bomb. Just... They named the fates just so... hilarious, and it's just like, it came to be kind of expected. Just to say, in other languages, it's not quite like this. It's mostly the English language version that they put these, oh gosh. Are these the guys that you left tied up naked and afraid, or are these like different guys? Let me see. No, okay. So they have these guys naked and afraid over here. They at least gave these guys their clothes, but it looks like somebody's about to be executed. He's gonna chop off their arms. Oh god, they're with the East Aldernard Trading Company. He's like, oh, you're old Dollins? He's like, oh, in that case, to the dungeons. Oh boy. He's like, I trust you stuck around this much because you wanted to ask me something. It's like, no, I just wanted to see two guys get beat up. Like... Meanwhile, we're actually with the East Aldernard Company. What, were those people lying? Yeah, I know about the tithe. Everybody has to pay up protection money. Except, you know, if you're really mean and scary and you just say no, then you guys just, you know, go, okay, fine, I guess. Okay, so they were lying. That's why he called their bullshit. He was like, I don't think you guys are who you say you are. Huh, there's a flag? Pirates and flags, who would have known? So what, they want me to go all the way back to Kugane? I guess I ain't going anywhere. Oh. All I had to say was that. Alright, we'll go back to the pirates later. Just using you guys. I was using you all. The game knew. They're like, oh no, don't go back to Kugane. That's the opposite of where we want you to go. Alright. Here we go. It's our primal. It's my primal. It was made for me.
Let the revels begin!
I do find this primal to be fairly easy to take down. He's not very complicated. The extreme fight, I remember being pretty, long-winded. But we don't have that problem anymore these days. This guy is fun though. You'll just hear him like just laugh occasionally. But yeah, this guy has none thoughts, battle only.
Part for we alone.
That is a an audio telegraph. It was around. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That was a little bit... 2 people dying, and that was not what I was thinking was gonna happen. Before this expansion, there wasn't too many audio cues.
The seas part for we alone.
So this means that he's going to kick somebody back. Yeah, and then we're gonna have this line because he's parting the sea. So you just, when you hear it, it's supposed to watch out. telegraphs in this game are typically visual, like right there are purple lines. That's a visual telegraph saying don't step in the purple or you'll die. But they started experimenting more with other types. Now I do think there were some audio cues.
Seize part for we alone.
Okay, that's gonna happen again. There were audio cues in, I think Heaven's Sword, but it was usually harder fights, extreme fights, savage fights, and even then I don't think it was that many.
How our hearts sing in the chaos.
Okay, this is part 2. He got big.
Wild and pure and forever free.
So, a tank must get up here and block that sword. As you can see here. And it has to be a tank. Because if anybody else tries to do it, they'll just die. But it's Ame no... I didn't read the last part. The beginning. Ame no Murakumo. It's up to the rest of the party. Well, the tank, like, deflects that. It's up to the rest of the party to, attack that blade. Do not stand in the red. Alright, now for our final battle.
Resilient souls, I salute you.
Ame no huge. That's exactly what's happening. Storm Splitter, that is a tank buster. Do not stand anywhere near the tank.
Earth and stone at our beck and call.
Oh gosh. I want to see, what's the audiobook you're listening to? Oh, also a player got trapped in here, so we're playing a game of cups. You know, like when you put the ball underneath the cup and he's like, alright, I'm gonna mix them around. Oh gosh, Nason. Nay, I mean... Nay's getting close. I mean, again, even when I've been studying Japanese on and off for years, and I just come to accept, like, I will have an accent. I'm an American. I'm just going to... But, oh gosh, Ni would be confusing because you know what that actually sounds like? Sounds like brother. So, Ni-san is... Sword of Kaigen. As somebody who studied languages for a while and is now like going into English teaching and shit like that, I less and less do I feel the need to feel perfect about pronunciation. Especially, you know, talking with people who want to speak English, but feel like, oh, am I understandable? I'm like, I think you'd be surprised how understandable you are even with an accent. Oh no, I got chosen. Yeah, see, so he shuffles. I was like, it's gonna end soon, so I don't think anybody's gonna break me out. But yeah, like in the cases of saying Nissan or Nesan, you gotta be very careful because if you say Nissan when you mean Nesan, people are gonna think you're saying a different word. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Tank. Yeah, you're gonna have to bring that audiobook over. Meanwhile... Yeah, I also want the audiobook for Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm still, like, on the first... No, I'm on the second chapter. Do you pirates mind if I eat some boba while you do this? Yorva comes out with, like...
from the shellbacks, sir.
Boba tea.
It's enough to make one wonder.
What's up?
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it.
Get up off your asses and be big damn pirates.
Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing, but if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy.
Hell yeah, put on that
All
mask.
that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
Yeah, he's got the pretty boy hair. Kind of like this guy, but he's got a lot of flyaways.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I had hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well.
I already said he's into it. He's into the violent shit.
Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Yeah, that'll start doing it.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord here, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
The Confederacy. They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside. Oh! Oh! The Kami are not finished with you yet.
We got the payoff. Also, I guess Ian is technically wearing tiger print. His boner's ruined forever now.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on us.
Susano is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Yeah, I wish I had a shell though. That'd be kind of cool.
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
We did kind of come in here and stomp on all their shit. And then kill their god.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red! We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her, she can handle herself.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, you can do a little bit of fighting. Alright, now to rush over to Isari. See how our friends are doing. I'm sure they're doing fine. Also, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I was trying to think, like, I guess it kind of looks like tiger print. He's wearing, like, yellow, and there's some dark stripes across it, but I think they're supposed to be kind of like, I don't know, like, kind of cloud shapes. But yes, when you see Ian, you're like, this guy is dressed up in a lot of bright colors, like, he's just slippery, you know? There's Lise. Hey Lise, how you doing? Oh, my controller wasn't functioning. I think we're safe. I don't see any Kojin following us. Wait here, I'm going back for Alize. I'm coming with you. God. Well, let's just be dumb. Let's just be dumb. Like, why did we even do this? No. Absolutely not. She's like, if we go back, then what was the point? She stayed behind so that you could escape. Even I know that. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. This is why you just ask us for help and we're fine. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Ugh. Alize. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? Warrior of Light's like, I don't know. Somebody stupid. For the love of... This is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself. And me. Shut up and let me have this. She's like, I want hugs. Alize's like, I don't do hugs. I thought for a minute we were like, alright, everybody get in. Big, giant snow leopard hug, everybody. Right. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. Yeah, like, what was even the point of all of that? We all just stood around doing fuck all, only for Alize to come back. Jeez. It was worth it to see Lise, give out some hugs, though. We need more Scion hugs. They're all family here. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? I mean, probably. Let's just hope. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Kingdom Hearts shorts. Yeah, I'll take that. Oops. I'll have, like... no inventory space after this, probably. Oh, well, what's this? Short shorts! Oh, I know that kilt. Yeah. Anyway, I just love looking at items. Something definitely happened here. She just, like, sniffs the air and she's like, something happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. Oh, I almost thought she was being like, oh, by the way, I'm just chopped liver. What was it that Thancred once said about battle scars and maidens? Not worth repeating in polite company, I'm sure. Alize, are you taking advice from Thancred on how to pick up women. I support your endeavors of picking up women with your awesome battle scars, but also don't take romantic advice from Thancred. That's really bad. That's a really bad idea. Ah! Oh, you're not an Imperial. Is it over? Yeah. Yeah. Kami be praised. I was certain she would have had us all killed and burned Asari to the ground. Or kill us after making us watch. Or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. Or, you know. She just keeps going on. She does cock and ball torture. And then she burns my home to the ground. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide. This guy's just like, he's just like crying or something like that. But fell and I fell and I couldn't get up. I thought for sure we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Yeah, I don't know who put that in motion. Must be a very smart Hrothgar. Like, extremely smart and hot. It is... She's still saying this. I don't know why I think she's... Life alert, wakes up in a cold sweat. I know, probably that guy, like... He slipped and fell like 2 days ago and never got back up. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman Catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades. One of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. Oh, so are you like special friends? It would have broken my heart to have to bury him. Oh, you are special friends. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. Okay. I wish you started with that. Back already? What have you learned? He's in the tavern. At the tavern, you say? Yeah, I just said that. In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together. Why wasn't that, like, the first place we looked, though? Like, why did we have to ask around? It's like, that's it. That's the tavern. Right in front of us. We were standing right in front of it.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
We all know about your damn fetish.
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add.
Cool. mission accomplished.
Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Just say the more heroic thing. We're gonna free Doma, and then you're gonna have a pizza party afterwards. It'll be great.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
He's like, you were very enthusiastic about the pizza party.
Your
I can't
assistance
help
would
but
be most
believe it.
welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha?
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your Shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
No promises. Or we're like, don't tell me what to do, I'll die on my own time if I want to. And the music plays. Hell yeah. I got that ether current. Now I just need to do the quests. Okay. So... Oh yeah, I lied. We're not going up here yet. We're going down here to Yangsha. I'll send them on their merry way, but I won't join them just yet. Because we're not done with the Ruby Sea right now. We still have a dungeon. You did well, Yorva. I heard you took down a whole-ass god. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have just suffered. They would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It'll be an honor to travel with you again. Are you sure you don't need, like, a break, or... Actually, never mind. He likes being stepped on and beaten up, so, you know. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yangsha and my countrymen await. There is a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination. With me. So, all of that was simply to get past the Imperials so we could go here. But hey, at least the Confederacy is ready to be big damn pirates again, like... Alright, we're gonna go down here. Actually, where is the unlock? Is it here, I believe? Yes. So we have to go back to Suino Sato? Is that what it was called? Yes, Suino Sato. So, go underneath here. Oh, there's a nice shark. The Ruby Sea is probably one of the best places to dive underwater. I'm only a little bit disappointed that after this expansion, they truly didn't do much with the diving underwater thing. Like, in every expansion, there's a place to dive underwater, but nothing quite as populated like this, you know? So it just kind of feels like, okay, I'm underwater, but there's no reason for me to be here, so... Other than some gathering points. Alright, so... Yeah, I should have time to do this. So we're gonna end off this section of the Ruby Sea. Before we leave the Ruby Sea, we're gonna do... Shisui of the Violet Tides. So it is a really cool dungeon, even though it's not required by the story. I mean, you need it for Ether Current, so... Are you... You are a woman from above? I don't know what gave it away. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. I didn't... Before talking to her, you're like, you guys have like a whole-ass princess? I guess the princess was mentioned by the dude that was up there. Your bearing bespeaks the strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. Save us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, a similar race of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Oh god, soul stealing. To souls, you say. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the race within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. I feel like Zuyaya said that. I cannot make any promises, so I'm gonna do the... I will see that she is kept from danger. I'm a really good guy. Thank you. I truly know... Truly, I know not what I would have done had you said no. She's like, you're a main character and I'm a quest giver. How can you say no? Now, please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure that he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Yeah, that would kind of suck if I get in there and then they just crash the dome all around us. That's gotta be a horrible fate, though, to just drown in the ocean like this. Oh, also, like, the people have now come out of their houses and they're not afraid of us anymore, so now they're sending us on quests. But yeah, before, like, everybody was hidden because they hate strangers. You and your little otter guy. And you are? We've already met. Isobe says chirp chirp. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets. Oh, shut up, you're just curmudgeon-y. Much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. I'm sorry, your solution is to kill everyone. What other choice did we have? Or did I have? When the seal breaks, you will be forced to drown the palace and all of its souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? Yeah, like, really. And you think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Suino Sato from untold disaster? Well, I am chosen by Heidelin, but, you know, not to brag. I realize it's not in your nature to ask for assistance, but, like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. You just want to be mean to everybody. You have the right of it. Very well, I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Whoa! He's like, alright, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm just gonna kill myself after. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. She's like, this is why I'm doing it, because I don't want to inherit that damn throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it's located? Well, there's a point on my map. Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. I almost said it was beyond the turtle trench. Before we leave, however, there's one last thing I must share with you. It's this picture of a butt. I keep it in my pocket all the time. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. You do that? You just go on the internet and lie? It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but is nevertheless a lie. I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. Meanwhile, Shiosai's over there like, I'm sorry, what? Whatever happens, please see that no harm comes to Princess. Isobe! Oh my god! You can challenge this guy to a triple triad. You could play cards. You could play cards with the otter. It won't let me because my inventory is full. I should probably do something about that before I go into the dungeon, now that I think about it. Ugh. You know what? We don't need any of this. Just gonna put some food in there. Yeah, probably by next episode I'll visit my retainers. It's hard for me. I'm currently on Fanfret, which is where Zuyaya plays. Yorva is on Lamia. But the annoying thing of being on another server is that you can't access your retainers. Ooh, can I like absorb? I'm gonna absorb some XP. I can't do this dungeon as monk because I'm not a high enough level. But I can at least take some of this map XP. Technically where Samurai is at, I can do the third dungeon already, and we're nowhere near the third dungeon. But this is technically the second dungeon. It was a bit weird that they made the second dungeon optional. Usually it was like the first dungeon that's optional. Dust Vigil was the first dungeon in Ishgard, or Korthus. And, but obviously you have to do the first dungeon in this one or else you can't even make it to Kugane, so... Alright, so we're approaching... So this is the dome they were talking about. Oh, I can't go any further. It is currently kind of shrouded in icky darkness. So she mentioned there was some guy in a... I don't know, Organization 13 came here, and I guess it sounds like they introduced a bunch of Void Scent here. We have to dive all the way down. It's very pretty here. Oh, there we go. Now we can see it even better. It's got this like light just beaming down from below. Okay. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Yorva, though he may not show it. Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Alright, and I believe... If I can remember right, I gotta go back to being samurai. Do I got all the right gear on? I do. Alright. This is... Alright, everybody. We're doing a send-off. This is the last dungeon you'll be able to take the eager anything. The eager marauder, eager conjurer, and this is the last dungeon they'll appear. Pour one out for my homies. So enjoy, this is the last of our nameless NPC friends. I thoroughly enjoyed this dungeon, it's very nice. Also, this dungeon gives me huge vibes of, the Urashima, like, tales. Urashima and the Kingdom Underneath the Sea. Okay, yeah, even the Marauders calling them Void Scent, so it was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're Void Scent. So I have not done this dungeon with NPCs before. We'll see how this goes. Though I'm just sitting here like, oh, they're even wearing Stormblood outfits. Let's see. I'll miss these guys. Warrior of Light sends them off, and then they're like, who were those people? And Warrior of Light's like, I never asked their names, and then it got so out of hand that I couldn't ask them, and it just... Like, Warrior of Light never bothered to ask for their name, and then by the time Warrior of Light even realized, they were like, it's already too late, I can't save face. Is this music a bit too loud? I absolutely love the music, but I think it's a bit loud. I don't know. I guess let me know if it became too quiet and you're like, no, I can't enjoy the music. Stop talking. So, okay, I want to step on this like a jackass. So you can step on these. They do a little bit of damage. It's not anything super bad, but if you step on these little things... Alright, thank you. I just, I don't know, it was coming through my headset a little bit too loud, so I was like, I'll just turn it down. Sometimes I need to hear myself think. But sometimes it's like what I hear isn't what's gonna appear on the stream. Oh no, somebody's playing their music really loud. See, I'm just trying not to be that jackass that's like, the geyser is about to erupt. So you hit that platform and then you just get shot up in the air. I'm fighting to the sound of rhythm of, the rhythm of the night. See, I won't get copyright strike because I'm not really good at singing. But you know, I do think Rhythm of the Night is a very Warrior Lights, like, I think that would be on their Spotify. You know, I to this day, I just do not understand. I get so self-conscious of people listening to my shit, you know? Like, my music, or like, to just take your phone out and just play your music where it can get judged by other people in public. Oh my god. I was able to sync. Wait, Mullet Guy, is he like a frequent, like, offender of being obnoxious in the club? Hell no would I ever sing in public either. Just the amount of judgment I could feel. Again, I don't know why anybody has the balls. Like, first of all, usually when anybody's like playing YouTube videos, it's usually YouTube videos or music in public. Like, again, like you'll be in a restaurant or on the train or something, and somebody's just, you know, playing their... First of all, it's always like the weirdest YouTube video you can ever listen to, so you're just sitting here like, why would you want people to think you're a fucking freak? And then second of all, it's like, their music tastes are bad. It's like, I don't want to listen to that shit. Turn that off. Now, the Rhythm of the Night, that's actually pretty decent. I'd stick around for that. You know, honestly, you should ask him if he's willing to DJ. Because if you could DJ at the gym, I think a lot of people would like that. Get some dancing going. He has to come by with the DJ board, though. I don't really have much to say about this boss fight because, once again, it's one of those boss fights where it's like, and there's a sea scorpion that you fight. Because it's here. Oh no, who's no shoes guy? At the gym? Ooh, never mind. I'd much rather somebody play their horrible, awful YouTube or whatever than ever encounter, like, no shoes at the gym. So, like, he has perpetual, like, foot fungus, doesn't he? I'm currently stuck, so I cannot move. There we go. This entire fight is flip the boss on its back, you know, after he traps the player and then you just kick his legs out from underneath him. This fight is just that. Our marauder friend says, what an ungodly smell. Maybe he's smelling the foot fungus guy. So I guess that was like their guard dog. They're like, you know what we're gonna put, instead of a guard dog, we're just gonna put a horrible crab scorpion out front. That smells terrible, apparently. Okay, so the guards, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to kill them. We're just gonna kill these guards. We're gonna have to kill this man, Warrior of Light. Aw, man. Yeah, the less I know about the gym, the better, because it sounds like a nightmare all the time. Oh man, a few days ago I was, actually it was just a couple days ago. I was doing some speed dating. And unfortunately I was like, oh, I might be too old for the club because I was the oldest person there. I think the other second oldest person was maybe like 28. But I spoke with somebody who's 23 and they were like, oh, you play video games? What do you play? And I'm like, oh, like I'm a streamer for Final Fantasy XIV, but I like playing a lot of, like farm sim games, because I've been hitting up Fields of Mystery real hard and other casual games. And, this person was like, oh, I play Fortnite, and I was like, oh gosh. We're not the same kind of gamer. Though, that being said, there's still a lot that I do know about Fortnite, and I still think it's like a decent game. It's just kind of like, for some reason, there's like kind of like almost a generation gap between me and people who play Fortnite. The other funny thing is the reason why, like, a lot of my students play Fortnite. When I was teaching for the teenagers, they were like, I was trying to get them to open up a little bit and, like, tell me some things, like, what are you doing right now? And they expected me not to know what Fortnite was, and I was, like, sitting there like, oh, I know what Fortnite is, but I let them think, you know, that there's no way, like, oh, I don't know anything about your world. It's all perfectly safe. I don't know about it. I just let them think I don't know anything about Fortnite. I think, I don't know, back when I was in high school, that a lot of online gaming was going on. Oh man, I saw Digital Circus merch at Walmart earlier today, and it's like, they put the Digital Circus merchandise like right next to all the Minecraft stuff, where they're like, this is for older kids, right? And I'm like, maybe some older kids could, but no, they're totally putting the Digital Circus merch in with what they would consider older kids. Not even teens, they're older kids stuff, so... No, they are totally raw dogging Amazing Digital Circus. for real. But, you know, I think every kid kind of needs a healthy dose of that show that you probably are sensing is too mature for you, but you want a glimpse into that. Alright. Here she is, the Ruby Princess. Let's see if I can... Oh. She's very pretty. She's like, kinda got like a whole goldfish outfit going on. Okay, so she's going to... Okay, not yet, but... Okay, she does the move Seduce. And you must go to one of these boxes. Okay, we both got hit. You turn into an old lady. Okay, so there's probably... And you get a... Sorry, when I popped out of that, it just said old. You just get afflicted with the status called old, and I'm like, that's just my everyday life. Like, there is some sort of lore reason, like, inside Japanese mythology, of why you have to be turned into an old lady when she has the move Seduce? I don't know. But as you can see, she does a circular kick like that. That's what you're trying to avoid. But yeah, if she seduces you... So is this my box? You also don't want to hit it too early because... I guess if you're old, you're like, you're not sexy enough for me. I don't give a shit. Like... I don't know. But I even remember remarking, back when we first did this, I was like, so in order to not get seduced, you have to turn into a little old lady. That's how you avoid that move. I was like, old ladies are still horny, like... Thaumaturge are gonna... Okay, we managed to avoid each other. Oh, she's doing the seduce thing again. Shit. No. This is what happens. You fall in love with her, and then she kicks you in the face. Please tell me all the wrinkles are gone. Oh yeah, so here, this guy has a Rhythm of the Night playlist. Is he still playing Rhythm of the Night? How many times has he been playing it? Anyways, Kurenai just came up behind us, and now she's going to attend to the Ruby Princess. Oh gosh, I never... Can you guys get off of her, please? I want to look at her. No, that's not possible. Oh, she even has like little seashells in her outfit. That's pretty cute. Like... Yeah, so, yeah, the Ruby Princess is gonna be fine. I'm sure she's fine. So now we're coming up on the tower right here. I think there's just this crab here. So around here there's these little spiky guys. Are you gonna do the thing? Yeah, okay. So you gotta just be wary of them. You can't kill them, they're just around. Oh yeah, they just kind of do their little spiky thing and then they fall to the ground and die. I just... What is up with some of these mechanics? I don't get it. They're just a thing that you need to avoid on the field while you attack other things. And I can't wait for the moveset. Let's see. You get something later on. If you ever pay attention, you know, I'm filling up my Kenki gauge. Kenki is my little red sword at the bottom. Right now I have like 45 out of 100 of that. Anyways, right now I can only spend it on Shinten, which is typically the move I regard as the... I'm on cooldown for my other moves, so I just use that one until I get the really good move. But I don't even have that yet, so... We're still on easy baby mode when it comes to Samurai, and I've already done pretty poorly with it. Because last night when I was playing with Xiaya, where Xiaya has Samurai at level 99 right now, there's a lot more buttons to press, and I was like, oh, let's see if I could do the full Samurai experience. I don't have that last move that you need to be at level 100 for, but let me tell you, it's even, I'm even worse. More moves, more problems. And then I was also talking with Hachi, where it's like, all of this isn't going to make a single... Be my lover. This is the Warrior of Light playlist. I'm gonna make a Warrior of Light playlist that just syncs up perfectly with that, guys. I'm gonna try to find him. I'm gonna find him on Spotify. But watch as I slowly become a samurai master. Only for Evercold to come out and the entire rotation of everything changes and it doesn't matter. You can always go back to this mode, so I guess it's not totally wasted. Like, if you ever do this original mode, you know, you'll be set, but all I can think of is evolved mode is on the horizon, and here I am still trying to learn samurai. Vengabus? Oh yeah, I'll add Vengabus, that sounds good. Boop boop boo, boop boo. Yeah, I'm gonna make something that's just titled A Very Warrior of Light playlist, and I'm gonna put, like, what Warrior of Light's gonna listen to while they're in boss fights. Oh, yeah. So, here's the leader. A horrible tentacle monster. Called Shisui Yohi. She wants to be the new queen. I don't want to know what that mouth do. It does nothing. Eats people. Oh, you have to look away. Or she's gonna make you worship her. Which is like, all you need to do is ask. have to pay attention to these water ripples. Yeah, so you hearken to that. Oh yeah, the sharks are out. You have to beat up the sharks. Oh, gotta look away. Now she's concealed herself because we have to beat up purple bubbles. Now we wait for her to reappear. Oh, I still got hit by that. Do not look at her. Now go back to looking at her because you need to look at her to drive a sword through her. I don't know if I'll make it to LB2. I don't know. Now we gotta beat up the sharks again. Where's my shark? So, like, if you don't, kill these sharks, they'll come after you. Oh, and of course she's gotta do this again. Should've taken the LB. Just wasn't really sure. If you looked at her, I'm sorry, you've been enslaved. You now have to serve the Void Saint Goddess for the rest of your life. Bro, I didn't even get to use the LB. Joke's on me. Sometimes you wait for the better LB, only to just kill it anyways. Hi, kitty cat. You came up on the bed. Alright, goodbye, my little Scion friends. Wait, where's the... Oh, I was like, where's the thaumaturge? The thaumaturge is just hidden behind this massive brick wall. Yeah, I've killed your employer. You cannot, cannot serve her anymore. Well, goodbye, guys. It was nice knowing you. I don't know a single one of your name. Oh, yeah. Just for funsies, I don't know why. Just for funsies. They put one of those old lady coffers here, so your prize is you can just become old. Like, who is this? Because no matter who you are, you will always end up as the same old lady. Like, it's always her. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, if I was a game dev, I think, you know, why not? Why not put this here? But it's just kind of like, you finish the dungeon, now you can just turn yourself old at will if you want to. Like, go ahead. You're just old hag. Oh, hello.
Were you getting some good snows?
Since my cat isn't here, it has now attracted my sister, who needs to give him little kissies. Kissies on the forehead. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Yorva. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. I mean, that was the whole fucking goal, wasn't it? Like, if I didn't do that, what was the point? While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shiosai had carried her to Suino Sato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Hi, cat. Hi, sister. Yeah, my cat walked in, and then he's like, I want to be on the bed. Then my sister walked in with some supplies from Walmart, and then she's like, oh, I gotta give the cat kissies. Now he's like, no. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village and give more kissies to the kitty. Can you imagine being a cat? Like, you just get sent to this, like, underwater area. I could teleport to, like, Tamamizu and then go here, but... oh, whatever, let's just... we're gonna have plenty of time, because 9 o'clock is not here yet, and... still debating. I guess, we'll start the Yanxia adventure, but we certainly won't finish it. Tigers like water. Yeah, just because tigers like water doesn't mean my cat does. My cat hates water. In fact, the few times I've had to give him a bath, he became so stressed out that I just didn't know what to do with him. Where am I? Yorva is a snow leopard. Get it right. Like, look at this tail. It's leopard. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. First you're like, Heian's a tiger, Yorva's a tiger. No. Snow leopard. Do you think Hrothgar would get upset if you compared them? Like, if they're tiger-like, would they be okay with you comparing them to a tiger? But if you, like, said, oh, you're a cheetah, they'd be like, excuse me, I have stripes like a tiger. Or do you think they would just, like, be insulted by the whole concept? Please allow me once again to thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are slowly beginning to return to their senses. Oh, I didn't just murder everybody in them, I just kind of knocked them out. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. Yeah, does this count as a microaggression? I don't know. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, because he was just going to fucking kill himself afterwards. Just commit seppuku right here in the middle of town. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Suino Sato would be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean. Oh gosh. It's the sisters! We'll do this part because, you know, we gotta figure out what the secret is. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I am unsure where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on, Perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please follow me. follow me 5 feet away from here. Okay. Shiosai will bring her out shortly. He should be but a few moments longer. Oh, Hisui, why do you refuse to open your eyes? Open your eyes. Just once. Yorva, there's something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Suino Sato. But if you're the princess and she's the princess, then who's driving the bus? The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hisui and is my dearest friend. My special friend. With my special brand. We've known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisui would not be in this sorry state. I should still probably kill myself after this, right? You're like, shut up, don't do that. Stop. No, stop. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a court ritual. To protect the Ruby Princess from potential dangers, we decided to conceal her true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting, Hisui, take her place, as she and Her Highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives. Oh no, they're cousins. I guess distant? We can't have them married. Don't kiss your cousins. I was confident no one would notice the switch. I'm also thinking, like, well, it's perfectly on brand to have lesbian cousins and anime-like structures. I was right. This is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. She's just sleeping peacefully. A horrible fate, really. To mitigate such disasters, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Hisui of the Violet Tides have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wraith after wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess's sister, Kurenai. Kurenai. That was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisui would call me by when we were growing up. I'm like, that's worded a little bit strange. For as far back as I could remember, she was there for me. From the best of times to the worst of times. All the laughter and tears we shared. Hisui, this is truly where it ends. Oh, I don't even care that they're cousins. Let them marry. Forgive me, Your Grace. This is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. And then I could just kill myself. And she's like, can you stop talking about killing yourself? Shiosai, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. This bitch, however, she's probably gonna die. Yorva, now you know everything. I hope you do not think any less of me for my lie. I mean, what am I gonna... It all makes perfect sense, so... Uh-huh. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Suino Sato. The cure to Hisui's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, It was my duty to study all of the available writings at the palace. And that explains shit all. I'm sorry. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, Shiosai. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You will be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. I mean, I guess he's the one driving the bus. If neither of them are driving the bus, then Shiosai has to drive the bus. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Mistress Yorva, might you accompany her in my stead? I now feel like you're trustworthy. While Lady Hisui's body remains, her soul has long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. Can't we just take her soul and just shove it back in or something? I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such a time she must face this truth, however, I ask, nay, beg, that you keep her safe. Alright, but only if you don't kill yourself, alright? Like... He's like, no promises. Still thinking about it. I've brought disgrace upon everybody. This questline might go on for a bit. You are offering to accompany me on my travels. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Sui no Sato. Please come find me as soon as you are ready to go. I hope whatever you're doing, takes 10 minutes. Can you take 10 minutes? You are ready to depart? Excellent. Let us make for Onokoro. I believe we will be best served, or we will best be served by beginning our search there. You see, while we have next to no contact with the outside world, we do receive the occasional visit from the Kojin of the Blue. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. Is that what's gonna happen? A fairy tale? It was old, worn, and, from what I am given to understand, written in Kugane. In it was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into a years-long slumber. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exist in the real world. It makes me wonder if, perhaps, the story is rooted in reality. The tale begins in Onokoro. I believe you will escort me there? Thank you. Now, let us depart without any further ado. And since I could just teleport there, I'm just going to teleport there. Oh no, she didn't pay the tithe. So this is Onokoro. It is I don't think locals have to pay the tithe, so... It is a lovely place, full of pirates who will extort you for money. The people here are incredibly warm. Take this gentleman, for example. As soon as I set foot on the island, he offered to take me on a tour. What are you looking at? Nobody offers a tour for free, boisterous pirate. Get lost! No men allowed. Get lost? Why don't you get lost? Wait a minute, I know you. My comrades talk about you all the time. My apologies, madam. I suddenly forgot you could just beat me up. I was only just joking with you, of course. One can never have enough rich or powerful friends. That's why I approached your young charge. I'm sure it wasn't because she was a young lady. Figured if I helped her now, she'd someday return the favor, should I ever need it. So, what brings you to our island? You were looking to learn more about a fairy tale? I know nothing of fairies or tales, but mayhap I can direct you to someone who does. There is a fisherman who visits us once a year to hunt for treasure. Some of the men here say he is as old as the seas themselves. I reckon he, of anyone, would be able to tell you your story. Luckily for you, he just arrived the other day. You should be able to find him at Quickscape Pier. Thank you for your assistance, sir. We will go speak with him right now. Not to worry, little lady. Just be sure to remember my name and pay me back when the time comes. Blech. Get out of here. Yorva, did the kind gentleman ever give us his name? Nope. Without a name, I'm afraid I will be unable to send him payment for his help. 'Tis terribly unfortunate, but there's little else that can be done. Now let us promptly make for Quickscape Pier. Gosh, that name. You don't want to miss the fisherman. I don't know. Do we really want to talk with him? Let's see, is this like... Yeah, this has got to be below, not above. We've been to this pier before when we were doing, like, main scenario quests. It's just one little pier right here. I guess it's called Quickscape because it's, you know, their quick escape. Oh, there. Is there something you need? He definitely is old. Looks like what Sid's gonna grow up into. They're just elderly fishermen. The Tale of the Fisherman in the Ruby Sea. Ah, yes, indeed. It has been a long time since I heard that one. I just remember it yesterday. He just, like, trailed off, and you're like, oh my god. I believe it was my great-grandfather who told me, or perhaps my great-great-grandfather, or perhaps my... Oh my god. It doesn't matter who you heard it from, just tell us the story already. Oh, my apologies, you are right. That particular detail is not relevant to the tale. You don't say, you couldn't figure that out yourself. Let's see if I can remember how it went. Oh, I very much hope you have not forgotten it. We might never know the whole tale if you have. The tome I received as a child was so tattered I could only read bits and pieces of the story. I recall now, once upon a time, there was a fisherman on the island of Onokoro who saved a Kojin of the Blue from the maws of a terrible beast. As thanks, the Kojin offered him a vial of liquid. When taking it, it would allow the fisherman to plunge into the farthest depths of the ocean without drowning. It was there that their journey began. They visited temples, palaces, and villages under the sea. They met all manner of men, women, and creatures, including a beautiful princess who had fallen into a deep, deep slumber. According to her people, she had been like that for years. Hearing this, the Kojin pulled out another vial containing an ancient Tamamizu potion, which had been passed down to him from his great-grandfather, or perhaps his To continue with the story, upon given this mixture, the princess was instantly awakened. So this is a little bit similar to Urashima tales. The moment their eyes met, she and the fisherman fell in love. Ooh, saucy. They were immediately wed in a palace at the bottom of the sea, where they lived happily ever after. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to recount that regaling tale. It was truly enlightening. I like the part where they just got married, because... Yorva, from what we heard, I can only assume this story took place at Shisui of the Violet Tides. Perhaps we should return to Suino Sato and see if we cannot dig up any mention of this incident. Again, thank you very much, sir. You are a man of great wisdom. Like, alright, I'm back to catching my tuna. A man of great wisdom. What a kind young lady. Most people never ask me to tell them stories. And on the rare occasion they do, they complain at length afterward. You seem to also enjoy my tales. If you are interested, maybe someday I can tell you the tale of how my great-great-great-great-grandfather discovered this place. We never talked to him again. Alright, I'm gonna teleport here. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't remember too much of the Shisui plotline. Like, I knew the Ruby Princess was lying to us the entire time. That factoid stuck. But I don't remember this bit where we had to go wake up her handmaiden. I do remember her handmaiden suffered because, you know, she took her place. And pretty much, you know, the Ruby Princess is like, I can't let somebody die at my expense. Especially a friend that she's known for so long. But I don't remember this whole quest line where we just go everywhere to go look for this potion. First of all, I'm like, why not ask the Kojin? The Kojin, like, have the potion, probably. Well, I know little what life is like on the surface. It seems to be a lovely place. What a lovely place, full of pirates and people who kill each other. The people are incredibly kind. I grew up listening to stories of how pirates would slit your throat the first chance they got, but those people in Onokoro seemed rather cordial. Though perhaps I have your precedence in part to thank for that. Or your presence. I set the precedent for it, I don't know. Shiosai shall be joining us shortly. Most stories in Shinosato are passed down orally. You should be able to tell us if any of our own stories match the tale the fisherman recounted for us. Tale in which a Huron fisherman and a princess were brought together by a Kojin and wed in a palace under the sea. It sounds almost as if it's a story about Shisui of the Violet Tides. Though the part about the Ruby Princess marrying a Huron might be something of an embellishment. To the contrary, Your Grace, I believe generations back, a Ruby Princess and a Huron man were once joined in holy matrimony. The son they bore was said to have had almost no scales. Until now, I had considered it merely to be a tale, or tall tale spun by the elders for their grandchildren. Yet it is possible that the story is true. And there's a chance that the remedy also exists. It is not impossible. Your Grace, I must apologize to you. If I were to be completely honest, I had thought all hope for Lady Hisui's recovery was lost. Like I just told Yorva here. What you tell me, however, has revived my hope. Now I've changed my mind. You are a born leader. Through your actions you have reversed all of our fates. This is incredibly kind of you to say, but without this wonderful lady beside me, we would have not come so far. I did beat up a lot of Void Scent. Yeah, that was me. Indeed. Mr. Ovasch, please accept my dearest and deepest thanks. So long as you are here, I can rest knowing that Her Grace and our village will remain safe. It's kind of nice to have a warrior of light around, you know? Not much can really touch you. Now, Your Grace, I suppose you are about to announce your intention to travel to where the Kojin of the Blue reside in search of this miracle cure. I wish you safe travels. I hope you find it. I hope it's not a fake news. Phony. You're a phony. Yorva, at long last, I can see the light. Hisui might finally be saved. Yeah. Oh gosh. Also, that quest was called Part of Your World. She is a little bit Little Mermaid-ish. Yorva, are you ready to go? Good, then let us immediately set out for Tamamizu. Going over time just because, you know, I want to finish this quest. While Srina Sato has, for the most part, isolated itself from the rest of the world, we have had some little contact with the Kojin of the Blue. This, however, will be my first time visiting their village. You've been there before. How did you think I got here? Excellent. You should be able to show me around. Couldn't I? How do you think I had? Do you think I just had the ability to breathe underwater? She's like, oh yeah, strange that you were able to breathe. I just thought all cats do that. Alright, where is she? Oh gosh, is she like up above? I think she is. Why'd you go the long route? Can't you? I'm pretty sure you were swimming underwater earlier. Tamamizu. It's not so different to that of our own village. Now, where should we begin our search for this ancient Kojin remedy? We should find the Kojin who gave you the book of fairy tales. I don't know. But of course, that's a brilliant idea. If I'm not mistaken, he goes by the name of Inban. Let us go search him out. Just search him out. Just line up all the turtles, being like, okay, this guy doesn't even have a name. His name is Affable Kojin. Oh, there he is, just right there. It has been many years, so it's difficult to be absolutely sure, but I think this is Master Inban, the merchant I told you about. Inban? That is my name. Do we know each other from somewhere? Does the name Kurenai ring a bell? I don't think she was going by that. I don't know. Kurenai? Yes, I remember now. You are the little girl from the palace. People grow so fast, they do. You've changed so much, I scarcely recognize you. You don't just look like the same turtle as ever. Master Inban, I am glad to see that you have not forgotten me. We have sought you out today to ask you something regarding the book of fairy tales you gave me long ago. Haha, I remember that one. What would you like to know? Cure. You're looking to find a cure for your sleeping friend. A most noble cause indeed. I am an avid collector of ancient tomes, and one of them is the exact remedy you speak of. An elixir that can wake those who have fallen into a deep slumber. Truly? Then might you share with me the recipe so I can recreate it? The recipe should be easy to find. The necessary ingredients, on the other hand, not so much. What do you mean? To make this potion requires the shell of a bloated umemi, whatever that is. A giant umemi that has had over 100 years to mature. I'm going to assume this is a snail. Decades have passed since one of these was last spotted. Your only hope now would be to capture a umemi larva and wait 100 years for it to grow potent enough to make your cure. No, that cannot be. Foiled by a snail. We will find a bloated umemi, whatever that is. You are absolutely right. Just because none have been spotted in recent times does not mean that none exist. If we search hard enough, we are certain to come across one. Perhaps it is as you say. If you were to look hard enough, you will find one. Okay. I guess we just, actually put some effort into it. If you were serious about this, I would suggest you begin your search in exile. I'm sorry, that's really intense to call that place exile, because what that sounds like is like you need to go into exile now. It was formerly considered a prime hunting ground for these creatures. Kelp was often used to lure them out of hiding. Then I shall go gather some straight away. Good. Gather the most succulent Chinese meal and succulent stalks as you can find, and take them into the cave. If any bloated umemi are present, and they will immediately be drawn to you. They can't stay away from a succulent Chinese meal. Or perhaps you should have this woman here take them. You appear to be as strong as our gatekeeper. You do. No doubt you will be able to make quick work of whatever appears. Succulent succotash. Yorva! I shall meet you at exile in a bit. Kelp in hand. Alright, you get the kelp, I'll go fight things. They have to be succulent, though. Can't just bring any kelp, it's gotta be succulent. That umemi is gonna be like, what was my crime? Enjoying a succulent kelp? I'm about to arrest this bitch for enjoying a succulent Chinese meal. Oh. Oh, I don't have it. I have insufficient armory space. I'm already level 66, and we're in level 63 territory. I made sure to collect the longest and most luscious... Oh, I'm glad that you understood the assignment. I made sure to collect the longest and most luscious stalks of kelp I could find. Here, the hunting grounds Master Inban mentioned are in the deep recesses of this cave just over here. From what I gather, the bloated umemi's great age is what allows them to accumulate an incredible amount of magic, most of which is concentrated in their shell. Magic is stored in the shell. We can only hope that, should one be here, it would be tempted out of hiding by the sweet smell of its favorite food. Imagine living to be like over 100, you're a magnificent, like, magic snail thing. Oh yeah, you get to have naked Yumemi and then just Yumemi. But imagine, you know, somebody presents you a succulent Chinese meal and then you just get murdered. I'm sorry. We have to kill this wonderful 100-year-old creature for science. But truly, his crime was enjoying a succulent kelp meal. So... Oh, Imban's here now. A mixture of concern and curiosity brought me here. How is the hunt going? Well, I killed a 100-year-old guy, like, you know. Yorva, Master Imban grew worried and kindly came to check upon us, even though we were gone for like 30 seconds. Did you have any luck in the cave? Here you go. Here's the shell. The thing is dead. Is this what I think it is? You did it, Yorva. You have procured a bloated Yumemi shell. Perhaps the very last one in existence, even. Thanks! I committed genocide. So this is the shell rumored to be capable of curing any ailment. It looks nothing like that of a regular Yumemi. I guess the other Yumemi in there have a chance to, you know... grow into one of those 100-year ones. That you were able to find one so quickly makes me wonder if the bloated Yumemi is not as gone as we think. Mayhap they simply began burrowing deeper into the earth in response to our excessive hunting. I must make up for this grievous miscalculation. I must bring my brothers back here. We will hunt them all until they are extinct. Please give me the shell. I shall make the remedy you seek and deliver it to Suino Sato. Tell me maybe it is invasive, I don't know. It may take some time to prepare, but should be well worth the wait. Thank you very much. Now Hisui might finally be saved from eternal slumber. Yorva, once again I'm in your debt. Together, let us return to Suino Sato, so we might share the story of your success. I'm glad she's giving me all the credit. With Shiosai, keep wanting to call him Shisui. He's just the entire Shisui. That's just him. Well, I definitely forgot the part where you just make an entire, Yumemi just go extinct. And I love that Imban's like, maybe they're not as endangered as we thought they were. Maybe we should just come back here and hunt them truly down to extinction. Oh gosh, where do I go from here? Up here, there we go. Or, was I wrong? Is she like... It says it's below, actually. Can I not... Where am I? Oh, she didn't go back up to her friend yet. She's just gonna stand here. Shiosai has been duly informed of all that happened. When I told him of how you slayed the bloated Yumemi, his eyes went wide and his mouth dropped. He's like, that could be the very last one in existence, couldn't I? She's now laughing about it. A whole species went extinct and you're laughing. Rarely do I ever see him so surprised. He was surprised because we just admitted to ending this thing's existence. Then again, he has every right to be. Your efforts have allowed Master Invan to set upon making a remedy that should, in theory, have been impossible to recreate. Which reminds me, I believe I owe you an apology. You were only to escort me to Tamamizu, but due to my own inability, you were forced to do so much more than that. Oh, like I wasn't going to make an entire snail go extinct, you know, just because. Truly, I do not know what I would have done without you. In addition to saving my people, you have opened up my eyes to the world. I can show you the world. I told you, we don't want Pete on our ass. Yeah, Shiosai wasn't surprised that I took that thing down. Shiosai is like, oh no, the PR disaster this is going to cause. He's like filling out paperwork as we speak. Let's see. Through you, I have come to learn so much. In the 1.5 hours we've spent time with each other, I've learned a whole lot. When I finally return to Shisui of the Violet Tides and resume my role as the Ruby Princess, I shall look back fondly upon the memories we created together on this grand adventure, and feel quite resentment that I can never leave my chambers ever again. Until such a time that Hisui awakens, however, I shall remain here. I sorely hope that you shall too. He's manufacturing a war overseas to cover up the news cycle. Oh gosh, that might actually happen though, don't... Man. We're gonna keep going, we're not done yet. Yorva, Master Inban is yet to arrive with the elixir, but we must not allow ourselves to grow impatient. He will come to us as soon as it is ready. The longer we wait, however, the more I worry about Hisui. Shiosai assures me that she is doing well and that, thanks to one of our own ancient remedies, her bones and muscles remain strong. However, her organs are slowly decaying, and that is a problem. Even so, I feel compelled to confirm this with my own eyes. Let us go to her. You know, if somebody enters a coma in this world, she's not allowed out of her chambers because whenever she gets out, a new snake species disappears off the face of the planet. That is why she's not allowed. No, you're not wrong. I would ban her too, like... I'm having her brought from her room. It should not be much longer. We come out and she is, like, decaying. She's been in a coma for 3 weeks now. Looking upon her, I'm reminded of the Ruby Princess from the fairy tale. What causes you to continue sleeping, my friend? Initially, I had feared the void scent that possessed her had driven her soul from her body. Were you lying? Now I suspect Hisui's spirit has simply gone dormant. Okay. So we just jangle some keys, like dangly dangly. Kissing cousins. Yeah. Let's see. It is attempting to recuperate from the trauma it endured. Man, can you imagine, like, you just go into a coma because you've just been soul attacked? Master Inban's elixir will likely restore what vitality has been lost. Indeed! That is correct! I'm here! It only took me 3 weeks. Master Inban! I brought the elixir! Don't ask me what else is in it. You don't want to know. Turtle stuff. In the olden days, we'd sprinkled this over the eggs that refused to hatch. Oh my god, is this like a anti-miscarriage potion? It would serve to strengthen the soul of the Kojin within. She's out in the middle of nowhere, laying out in the elements to get her is more surprising that she hasn't died. No, you're really... I always thought about, like, okay, people fall into comas every once in a while in this world. I'm like, how do you keep them on life support? Just magic? Oh god, they didn't need the fucking snail. What if he just wanted to eat some of the shell or something like that? I don't know. Maybe he used the shell to make a new backpack? Sprinkle... Sprinkle, do you mean to say that Hisui does not need to drink this remedy to recover? He's like, oh, you do not want to drink this? You don't want to, drink it? There's no need for all that. All we need to do is pour this over your friend. Here, I made plenty. Oh my god, maybe it is Turtle Splooge. They're a goose, they just want to hunt something to extinction. I mean, the fact that he's like, oh, maybe they really aren't extinct. I gotta go back and tell my friends to come back here. Like, Jesus. Hisui, you're alive and not in soul jail. You're awake! Thank the kami. You're finally awake! I am so sorry for everything. Princess, what are you talking about? She's like, I feel fine. I do need to pee, like, really badly. Like, I need to pee right now. This is after she took the bathroom break. I think you had to travel so far and overcome so many obstacles to save me. I don't know how to thank you. You bukake back to life. No, you can't. Nay, 'tis I who must thank you. I didn't have to be bukake. Think nothing of it, princess. As your lady in waiting, it's my duty above all else to ensure that you are protected. See, this is the beginning of, like, I was a Ruby Sea princess, and she was my handmaiden childhood friend, and oh my gosh, like, this is the nicer version of, like, the Locked Tomb. Like, this is when they actually, like, aren't being mean to each other. Oh, Hisui, truly, I'm blessed to have you in my life. Let's get married. We're distant cousins. Distant! The girls, they are identical. You can't get married. I won't be able to tell who's who. I cannot for the life of me tell them apart. We're gonna be that couple that dresses up the same. Indeed, there is a great resemblance. He's like, I too have to be against this marriage. I don't think I'll be able to handle it. I'll have to kill myself. And we're like, no, stop! Stop being so casual with that. Mr. Ovasch, now that Lady Hisui is awakened, her grace must return to the palace and resume her duties there at once. She will never return. We will lock her up. While I will ask that you you will say your farewells to her here, I do hope that this is not the last that you will see of each other. I have watched her grace blossom into an intelligent and capable young lady under your care. It only took an hour and a half. It has made me think that being sequestered in a castle is not the best way to raise our rulers. Oh, so we're gonna let her out of the cage? Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Okay. You have saved us in more ways than I can count and taught us so much. Okay, white savior shit going on. Suino Sato is forever changed because of you. I literally killed a snail to extinction. Thank you. Thank you for everything, including hunting a snail to extinction. Thank you. Just all bowing like, you killed that snail real well. We need to teach her about the ecosystem. This is that joke where there are two similar looking gay guys that are dressed the same and have the same name. Yeah, that's gonna be them. They're like, we're not against the marriage because you're gay, we're against the marriage because you look the same. So it is here that our grand adventure together draws to a close. I, however, would like to enjoy your company for just a bit longer. Please allow me to escort you to the gates. Now I'm going to be the escort. Role reversal. Again, we can only hope that those other Yumemi we saw in the cave, they're babies. But it's like, please stop hunting them. None of them are ever going to reach age 100. I shall forever cherish my memories of our travels together. Whenever I look back upon them, they will fill my heart with a serene happiness, and I will look outside the window and sigh. You came from afar and braved the depths of the sea, also that you might rescue a sleeping princess. That story has a familiar ring to it, does it not? Oh, watch out, Kuranai. I'm gonna steal your girl. I'm gonna become the Huron fisherman. Oh, I am like Hrothgar samurai. Indeed. And just as with the tale of the fisherman, mayhap someone somewhere has recorded our story too. Yorva's like writing in her journal, like, I don't know who that would be. Sadly, this is where I must part ways with you. It is time for me to return to the palace. Farewell, Yorva. Farewell, Suino Sato. Farewell, you maybe snails. Or rather, until next time, where we hunt you down and kill you. With me to take Her Highness's place while she is away, I do not imagine it should be too hard for her to sneak out whenever she pleases. Even Shiosai has difficulty telling us apart. All we need to do is exchange clothes and no one will be any the wiser. To prove my point, here's a quick test for you. Look very closely and tell me, am I Kuranai or am I Hisui? I mean, I was gonna say, I'm like, you have bangs, but I mean, she has her hair up. That is, girl, you think that this bob cut that goes to your shoulders can be pulled up into a ponytail, where that ponytail is longer than when your hair, you are Princess Kuranai. Joke's on you, I don't remember either of your names. If you thought you could tell us apart by our clothes, you were mistaken. Just earlier we swapped garb, and I am in fact Hisui. What? Despite the numerous journeys we embarked on together, it seems even you cannot tell us apart. I'm sorry. When did you grow out your hair like that? I don't think for a single moment. Hisui, let us leave it at that. I think perhaps we have teased Yorva enough for one day. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you have different hair lengths. Oh god, they got weaves. Oh no, they're wearing wigs. When will you wear wigs? Just as you have guessed, I am the real Kuranai. You always were incredibly pretty. I'm like, yeah, girl, you can't tell me you just grew out your hair in a matter of minutes. Now, truly, this is where I must leave you. Life is a long and winding journey, and I am certain our paths will cross again in the future. Until then, I ask that you keep on smiling and maintain that wonderful disposition of yours. I'm sorry, what? Her face is like this. Fare thee well, my friend. I mean, she is a lot more jovial than Zuyaya is. Oh no, I can't carry any more items. Let's see, what should we get rid of? We don't need that. I gotta speedrun this. I am going to ruin the local ecology. When will you wear wigs? Okay, now we can accept that. Well, we went 30 minutes over, but that's okay because I started 30 minutes late, so it all evens out in the end. And so, 0. Gosh. Okay, so yeah, my goals are clear out the inventory space. We're going to Yanxia. So Yanxia is inland Doma. We're kind of still in in-between land. I'm not sure who exactly owns these islands, but I'm willing to guess that it's like... I'm gonna say that Kugane probably has ownership over these, even though the pirates have kind of taken it over. But over here, like right here on the shore, this is Doma, for sure. So, I don't know. I mean, it's like, again, we've been in in-between area, and this is technically pirate-controlled waters, even though they were pissing in their pants like little pee-pee boys, just allowing the Garleans to do whatever the hell. I'm like, I'm sorry, do you own the sea or not? Like, if you're gonna be pirates, like, at least be pirates about it. Also, I think it might be storming out there, because I keep thinking... Oh, I do see it. We have lightning storm going on. I'm gonna swim in the ocean while a storm is going on. But, yeah, there's still plenty of things about this place. There's this thing. Yeah, you can try to see the end of it. This is heaven on high, and it is... Gosh. It'll be content that you have to come back to after you've completed all of Stormblood, but I will not be doing that because it's just, it's procedurally generated dungeons, and, it's not having to do anything with the main story, or much of any story at all. This is just lore in the world. But this is a mysterious structure that has been here for ages, and it goes all the way to the heavens, and you have to go through dungeon after dungeon, going upwards into infinity. It was said, I think, to be built by the Kami, maybe? I don't know. These guys are just on the boat. I like that neither of them were gonna care. Like, a woman just jumped onto their boat. I'm looking to make a rod that will not put any strain on my back. My friend is in the middle of testing my latest design for me. Thank you for just informing me of whatever the hell you're doing out here. And they're not just like, whoa, somebody just jumped onto our boat. What the hell is that about? But maybe I'll just log out here. That sounds fine. Alright, so on the next episode, we're gonna head into Yanxia, and that is going to be mainland Doma, and we're going to be one step closer to liberating all the Domas from, Domans, from, the Empire, and also Yotsuyu. Yotsuyu is Doman, if it wasn't made obvious by some of her garb. But, she hates them quite a lot. And I don't think she considers herself Doman anymore because she's been made a citizen of Garlemald and even Viceroy. She's been put in a position of power in Garlemald. So I guess she considers herself Garlean now, not Doman. So. Alright, well, I'll see you next time on Thursday, and we will be going to Yanxia in the next episode. So. We'll see you then. Good night.